Hey guys, Clumsy here. Welcome back to ATS. Looking for another excuse to drive this beautiful truck with beautiful sounds. And I found the perfect one. Perfect timing. Because we have an update for the Reforma beta for Emblem's patrons. We have an updated Nogales area. So this has been completely remade. This entire area here, you can see that it's much more detailed. So we'll do a drive just coming from Tucson, headed southbound to Hermosillo, right? And do we need to pass by other places? No, I think that should be good enough to get a peek at what this space has to offer. Hopefully it doesn't crash because it is a beta and we are kind of beta testers in a way. Alright, anyway, let's go and hear the engine, of course, and you can notice a few differences in the interior. Alan is still there. Rex is still there. But the interior, the steering wheel, much more chromy, much more modern feel. I like it. It's a nice change of scenery. But the sounds still amazingly Zeemod level, and there were a few updates since the one we had a couple of days ago with the mod spotlight. So let's go and hear the little intricacies that changed. Changed in both the engine sounds, particularly the Jake brake, I think, and the interior sounds as well. So let me know if you spot any of those, okay? Beautiful. And now I'm in manual transmission. So we can really feel when we shift, and we can hear those gears shifting thanks to the interior sounds. It's much more fulfilling to drive in manual when you have those sounds that kind of give you the, how do you say it? Kind of reward you, you know, for a job well done. Well done shifting the right way. Well done shifting into the correct gear. So you hear that nice purr of the engine, not screaming at you, but at the same time hitting the trailer just like any clumsy trucker would. Nothing happened. Maybe it's best if I maybe face the opposite direction. Let's go here instead to the left. Oh, they couldn't wait anymore. Okay, let's try one more time here. Maybe we get lucky. Maybe I just need to turn a bit of a larger radius in here. I hope I don't hit that fence, though I think I will. Oh my goodness, how do you get out of this yard? But yes, at least we get to hear more of those shifting sounds, right? Second time's the charm. Yes, indeed. This is why I have a Swift trailer at my back. Not going to say anything more about that. But I think I'm role-playing it just well enough, right? Perfect representation. That might be arguable, or maybe not. Oh, I love that. Even that is new. The, what they call it? The road noise. Interior sound of the truck and the road noise mod. So all those things, everything, almost everything, is part of the Zeemod package. As always, mods list link in the video description. And not everything is paid. Like the interior sounds, the road noise, the wind sounds, they are free. So just check out the link in the video description. The mods list link should get you there. Okay, just browse this site and enjoy, because okay, that is one thing that has been reported. I saw that in the forums. Right turn on red now occasionally doesn't work, and it doesn't seem like SCS will be able to fix that in 141. So it looks like they changed something when it comes to the logic with the traffic, and it looks like as a side effect, unfortunately, the right turn on red sometimes doesn't get captured properly anymore, as that's case in point right there. I was reading through the SCS forums, catching up on new things. Oh, I like that. As you go through the bumps, sounds a lot more realistic. You actually kind of hear the tires absorbing the impact, suspension, like the rubber squeezing itself more. And even that train sound, yes, that's also Zeemod. There's a train crossing. Let's see if we can spot it. Train! That's the guy. How cool is that? Now Zeemod is just showing off, right? Awesome stuff. That's also free, by the way. So yeah, even if you don't have the money or the means for paying for the paid mods, you can still download the free mods and enjoy a great experience. Oh, that's more like it. What I'm looking for though, and what I can't trigger, is based on the changelog. Maybe I misunderstood this, so you guys let me know, okay? Based on the changelog for the W9 interior sounds, there should now be a jake brake switch. So when I enable the jake brake, in addition to the actual jake brake sounding, there should also be a switch that I hear. But listen to this. So I'm keeping my foot on the accelerator, right? So that the jake brake doesn't trigger, because the jake brake only triggers if you have your foot off the gas. So, but I'm going to enable the jake brake, okay? So the jake brake is on. I don't hear a button, right? If I let go, there's the jake brake, but I don't hear the button itself. 1 second, let's do one test. Let's double check that our audio settings are good. Everything is maxed out, even the interior, unless maybe the engine is too loud that we can't hear. Okay, let's do it. Let's do for science, right? For science. Let's stop over here. Maybe I'm misunderstanding it. I should have used the jake brake there. That would have been a great excuse to slow down using the jake brake. Alright. So let's turn off the engine. Maybe turn on electronics just in case. So the knobs are working, the sounds. The jake brake is toggling on and off based on that icon. But I don't hear a switch. I do have the latest version. Interesting. Okay. If I missed something, guys, let me know, okay? Or maybe I just misunderstood that changelog. I'm really looking forward to that, because that's something that's in other trucks. I remember in Max's OM470 sounds, the sounds that we're using for our ETS2 Let's Play Season 2 with the Actros 4. That truck, that sound from Max has engine brake toggle sounds. So when you press the engine brake toggle button, you actually hear a button getting ticked. That's a very small detail, but that's something that I would have liked. That's something that I would really enjoy, because I'm a huge fan of the engine brake toggle feature. There is one more thing we could try. Don't hate me for this, I'll have to stop again. No, I don't have to stop, but I have to go to the menu. Because right now, I'm using the engine brake toggle. But maybe the sound is linked to the engine brake itself here. Let's see, okay? Let's see if that works. For science. Alright, let's do this. So the engine brake, the jake brake is toggling. When I let go of the button, it also turns off automatically. But I still don't hear a button. Yeah, there is no button. So it's not that. Nonetheless, the sounds are amazing. So no complaints there, but I will be waiting for you guys to let me know what is the correct expectation. Maybe I have some files wrong, maybe there's a bug. Minor details, let's go and enjoy the ride. Missing driving through here. To be honest, so as I mentioned recently, guys, we had a recent burnout incident, right? And I'm slowing it down a bit. I'm only recording when I'm in the mood, when I'm really craving for something. But I also still want to record. And I really am missing the trucking. It's just that I think there's a bit of a lull as well, because I'm looking through the forums. Not a lot of things catch my eye. So I think we are in that lull zone, which happens every so often in between major updates, in between DLC releases or major update releases or mod update releases. There is a season every now and then when this comes. We're pretty much familiar with it now, where the updates just kind of die down, all of them, all at the same time. Here we go, entering Reforma area. Those are not changed yet by the real company mod I have. Yeah, there's a lull, so it's kind of hard to feature, to look for new things to try out. Or maybe I just am not in the mood for some of the ones I'm seeing. It's not like piquing my interest. But this one definitely does, and so that's why this is what you're watching right now. So I would prefer to really focus on the things I'm interested in. But if you guys have some recommendations, be sure to let me know in the comments. And just a watch out though. Okay, let's test this again. Right turn on red, stopping. I have the right turn indicator. This time it worked. Okay, that's no problem. Either it worked or we just didn't get a penalty. Ooh, nice. Lovely Jake brake. Good. It's Jake brake with open windows here for a change. Woo! Love that. Cool. What was I saying? Of course, I forgot about it now. But yes, feel free to recommend if you have any, if you spotted any new mods that are cool and you would like me to try. Can't promise them, but maybe we can work it. Why is this still iFlop? Looks like this was not covered by the real company mod I have. I'll have to double check that. Although this is Team Reforma area, so maybe that one. That's why that was not touched. I did find another real company mod. I forgot whose it was, but it's very famous recently, I've seen. I think it came out the first time in December. And it's been getting updates, constant updates ever since. And it looks pretty promising. Have you guys had experience with that? Oh. Bit of malfunction there in the AI pathing. You can see the AI cars kind of twitching. Might have to be improved a bit. But yeah, real company mod that covers the actual companies where you pick up and deliver jobs to. So those are replaced by real companies. And in addition, I think some of the shops that we see, like that iFlop, those were changed. I saw like it changes, it adds Domino's Pizza, Burger King, things like that. Pretty cool. I'm not sure how it compares to the one I'm using right now though. Border crossing ahead is open. Yes, because we'll be crossing over from the US to Mexico. So we'll see how that works over here. And let's try and observe if our frames will suddenly drop. Because usually these border checkpoints are very action-packed. The details are there, but the optimization is usually the thing that gets left behind, what I noticed. So we will see if this time that is still the case. I bet the immigration guys, the border guys, wouldn't like that. Mariposa, port of entry. Nogales, Arizona. That is part of the new update for sure. I am liking it actually, how this everything looks here. I am liking how this is looking. Whoa! Very prone to speed bumps though. Nearest way station, okay. Probably not this one. Let's forget that ever happened, huh? Actually didn't think I was near that stop sign at all. Interesting. The scale? What scale? Oh, there it is, okay. Cool. Kind of awkward though. Do you need me to reverse in there? It's a bit inefficient. So I'll see if this will work just like this. That guy is not happy. Bro. 27 tons, okay. Take that. See the Mexican flag up ahead? Why is a school bus crossing the border? Well, I'm not judging. Your business is your business. Leaving the US of A and entering the Republic of Mexico. Mexican customs and immigration. I like the signage. I like the optimization so far as well. It's detail packed. A few bugs here and there, overlapping signs, right? Overlapping or inverted signs. So a couple of refinements, but so far so good. Cattle guard ahead. What? Which one? This one? Why? So that cows don't cross? I like this. Wait a minute, have we crossed already? Is that it? The checkpoint. I didn't really stop, except for the way station, but maybe that's it, huh? Yeah, we're crossing now. It's like some guys having a drink here. Having a picnic by the side of the road, why not? Yeah, there's a real company mod, going back to topic, a real company mod that looks promising. Might be worth checking out. I'll see if I am in the mood to try it out. I'll have to remove other conflicting real company mods though. I think that one I'm saying that's in the Steam Workshop, I think it has like over 1,000 5-star reviews, something like that. So pretty famous. It's by, oh, who is it? MHL? I forget what his name is, but something like that. There was a bump on the road there, a huge bump. A visible bump? Maybe that's by design though, to let you slow down. Well, we can move here. Why is everyone on that lane? I might regret this. Some bumps here and there. 25 bucks. Wow, it's pretty pricey. As long as we can fit. Not complaining. Carga General. I guess that's us. General cargo, maybe? That's what it means? All cargo, maybe? So looks like we are on the right lane. Some floating barriers. Yeah, some refinements to do. All good. That will get refined in time. This is how Emblem works, guys. He makes things, he adds things in there, and then he refines them as we go. Which is an amazing practice. It is a practice that is becoming very popular, not only in, well, I guess also in gaming industry, but also in general in an IT industry where I work. It's becoming the norm these days. They call it Agile. You know, instead of doing one big bang development, instead of making something from start to finish and then releasing it in one go, the trend these days is a bit more face by face, you know, implement something small, move it to production, make it live, release it to the public basically, and then okay, adjust as necessary. Then the next iteration, make it better, add more things on it, and then make it better, add things on it, and in that way you always get constant feedback from the users when the testing, when bugs arise, and so you're always constantly improving, and the users will have a nice view of how it is at every stage. You don't get surprised like from no map at all, from nothing to the full package in one go, because that oftentimes leads to untested areas, you know, things that were never touched before, and it leads to unpleasant surprises most of the time. So they are now leaning towards this new agile methodology, and I guess this is similar to what Emblem is doing right here. That bridge is beautiful. Take a photo there. That's a thumbnail worthy shot. Performance has been a-okay with the entire scenery so far. And take note, we are driving a Jon Ruda truck here, so that is saying a lot, because Jon Ruda's trucks are not the most optimized. They're very detailed, but they're not the most optimized. Whoa, cutting off? Yeah, I think we need a sign there. That sign might have come a tad too late when the lane actually got cut off already. Not the most useful sign. Maybe in reality that's how it is, but not a huge fan. The mountains in the distance, the shape looks great, but the textures are a bit blurred, aren't they? Might need a few more refinements in there. Some pop-ins, but more or less, most of the mountains are existing already. Most of the mountains we see, but a few pop-in issues still. All good. Why is everyone so slow? 37, oh, that's why. Yikes. Don't tell anyone, let's keep it our secret. This is nice. Driving through a new area. Just need more refinement. And this is why this area right here, this new area that we're checking out, is only for patrons. Those who are patrons are supporting Emblem every month, providing monetary support so he can continue doing this full time. And as a benefit, I'm included in that, so we get early access stuff to these things. So we become beta testers, which is kind of interesting, because you're kind of paying to be a beta tester. But then yes, it's because you get it early access. But yes, getting it early access also means you get not the full product yet. You don't get the final product yet. You get the work in progress versions, which has bugs, which has refinements that are pending. But overall, looks great already, right? Looks awesome. So if you are okay with being part of that kind of deal, then check out Emblem's Patron. I believe I have a link in the mods list as well. If you look under the Reforma beta item, under the maps section in the ATS tab, go and check it out. He has a lot of supporters already. He's been able to successfully make this his full-time work, mapping. So every month we get a huge update for him for the most part. It's nice. And I think eventually he'll be moving into the US in terms of the areas that he's adding. And he's not the only one anymore in the team, so they're constantly adding, constantly improving, adding more people as necessary. And that is great. I'm not so, like, when it comes to the areas, Mexico is cool and all, but I can't relate to it so much, you know. I know nothing about it. And the places I can hardly pronounce, so it's not the areas that I look forward to the most, but I do welcome them whenever they are new. But if I had a choice, I would really prefer that the new areas be somewhere in the US itself. Like, I don't know, San Francisco improvement, LA remodeling. I think there were plans before like that, but I haven't kept up to date with what Reforma's plans are. I knew those were part of it before, both the San Francisco and LA reworks. But now that SCS is doing that themselves, although I'm not sure why when, but I think they've basically confirmed that that is a plan. SCS has that plan. I'm not sure if Reforma's plans have changed to not be in conflict with that. Well, time will tell. In the meantime, we enjoy what we are shown, what is released for us. And we enjoy it any way we can because we have amazing trucks and amazing sounds to take us throughout the entire ATS world. Why not? Cool. Right, turn left here. Oh, I love that shifting sound. I even enjoy floating gears a lot more now. Just get rewarded with that correct shift. Whoa. Oh, that's not so bad. That speed bump was not too terrible compared to the previous one. Cool. Oh, have you heard what it sounds like when you grind the gears? Hear this. Look for the right gear. Oh my goodness. Nope, I cannot. 7th? There we go. Squeezed into place. So it's not bad, right? It's not like so cringy. It still sounds good. It's not as good as when you actually find the right spot, right rev, like that. But it's not as bad as the default sound, so it's still easy on the ears. That is perfect for me. This is why I'm a huge fan of this W9 interior sounds, and I would prefer if I can use this for all my trucks. Recently in our Discord server, people have been going back to the Freightliner Classic. That is still my favorite truck overall here in ATS, Jon Ruda's Classic XL. I don't know why, it just looks, as the name, it's just so apt. The name is just so apt. It's a classic. It's like the when you say American truck, that's how I imagine it to look like exactly, from both the exterior and the interior. So I'm looking forward to going back to that truck, but I'll tell you my hope, my plans. I'm trying to delay going back to that truck because I am aware that Zeemod is also planning on releasing a payware DD60 sound pack. And the DD60 sounds are my absolute favorite. I'm a bit biased towards those DD60 sounds. He has a free version in the Steam Workshop for it, and I could say that its level, even for a free tier, its level can match his payware stuff. For me personally, okay, because I'm biased. I really like the chugging sound of the DD60. It's very raw, and it's perfect for a Freightliner Classic. So I'm waiting for his DD60 sound pack, his payware DD60 sound pack to get released, and then we'll switch to the DD60 with the Freightliner Classic. Okay, so that's the plan. So if you're wondering why I'm not going back, that's the reason. I'm delaying gratification, because I can move back to the Classic now with the Cat 3406E, and it will be great for sure. I can maybe even find a way to trick to make the interiors of this W9 work with that Classic. I mean, not bad, right? You're hearing the shifting, I don't think that should be W9 exclusive. That should be the default sounds for all trucks. But yeah, I would rather if I switch to the classic with the DD60 included already. Now that will be the ultimate combo. How far away are we? I thought this was a short trip. Oh, we're almost there. Okay, good. Yeah, when I was picking this job, it should have been the perfect duration for our video. It's fine. I am hearing new things though. Aside from the engine, some of the interior sounds, I think it might be the road in the wind noise mod as well that is triggering that. You can kind of hear the cabin shaking a bit. That one, you heard? Like cabin creaking. Those small details really add to the entire vibe, especially if you're wearing earphones, headphones. I highly recommend you do. When you're watching these videos, these are ASMR, as close as we'll get to truck ASMR, and hopefully my voice is not too much in the way of that. Oh, that's interesting, because it sounded like there you go. That was weird. I was waiting for that booming sound, but in the beginning it wouldn't. I think there was a conflict with my pedal. When I let go of the pedal, I think it got stuck somewhere. So the Jake brake wasn't triggering because it was detecting that I was still stepping on the gas. When not really. Yeah, this truck definitely no pushover. I'm sure a lot of people have this as their favorite truck. Either the W900 from Jon Ruda or his 389 or some others. But for me, I just like the classic really. It just feels so classic. There's no other term for it. They picked the right name on that one. And talking about the classic a bit, why is it called the XL? Is there a non-XL variant? Did it maybe start in terms of history with the Freightliner Classic and then maybe a newer release got released as Classic XL? Or are there maybe different cabin sizes and the smaller ones are not XL? That would make sense. There's that guy again, dancing to the sound of our engine. That's how good these sounds are. Can't resist vibing with it. Awesome. That's perfect. I'm liking that new area a while ago. I think this area specifically is old already. This might even be from Viva Mexico. But that one a while ago, the Nogales area, definitely something new. And once it gets refined, once those bugs are squished, then it will be even more amazing. Thank you. Making a left here. Find fifth gear, thank you, there you go. I did notice that this trailer is not as obedient as I would have expected. I think I got used to European trucking, where the trailers are a bit more obedient to your turning. These guys have a mind of their own, very hard built. Even a simple box trailer like this barely turns when you do. That's the reason of our incident in the beginning of the video. It is nice, very nice change. Looking good. Let's reverse into that. Let's open the windows, why not? Even though the window sounds are custom. Oh, almost forgot. Yes, W900. You want to look outside. Good luck looking through those stacks. But if you reverse at an angle like this, you should have more of a chance to see something like that. So if you turn sharper, you actually earn a bit of a reward for it. So if you reverse straight, you'll not have a chance of seeing your trailer. Oh, there is a trick to it as well. If you're not familiar, I'll teach you in a bit. So once we straighten this out, I'll show you that trick. A lot of you guys probably know it, but I know we have new folks every now and then, especially with the Steam sale. You probably got a new set of new players, new truckers. This is not doing well. Turn sharper, bro. Thank you. So this one, look at this. When you start straightening this out, and if you double check we're not hitting anything there, eventually we'll lose sight of our trailer as we straighten out like that. You can barely see it anymore. But if you press 5, then you kind of get that better view of the trailer. Kind of you're peeking out a bit more. Not cheaty, right? It's just you're really leaning hard against that window. Let's fix this thing here. Yes, press number 5. That's a default key for that view. So you can lean out better. Which is perfect for this W900. The way it's built, you can't really see much. Although the side mirror is pretty good actually. There you go. It's more like it. And then reverse back in here. That's looking good. I also have the True Mirror FOV, guys. In case you're not seeing the same thing with your screens, this is the True Mirror FOV to improve the field of view of the mirrors. Not my best perk, so let's make it proper. Getting pretty rusty with the trucking, with all the flying I've been doing recently. That must be it. I can land better, but I can no longer park aligned. Dang it. Okay, there we go. That's more like it. Come on. There. That's the ding. Parking brake for the win. Those sounds, right? Music to my ears. Awesome stuff, guys. 231 miles. Took longer than I expected, but we arrived in one piece. Had a nice time, hopefully. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one. Looking forward to your comments. Let me know if you have suggestions. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Clumsy Trucking, and bye-bye.